selling stuff, but then they realized that it was even more successful selling courses on how to sell stuff, and it seemed like the whole world started trying to figure out how to sell things online, where a few of us were making our riches by just telling people what we knew about our knowledge and experience online and referring them to companies we recommended. I started out basically telling people who had the lowest car insurance rates. I figured out how to do that. I put it online, and I wasn't an insurance agent or broker, so I just said to this one broker, I said, if I send you my visitor, will you pay me $5? And like $5, he said, sure, I'll pay you $5 for the lead. And it's regardless whether he closed the business or anything, it was just a lead.
Okay.
Well, that lead turned into, that $5 lead turned into millions of dollars of revenue. So I always say I accidentally made millions of dollars online.
Wow. So he paid you $5 for that lead.
That's right.
And you didn't sell anything.
Pardon?
You didn't sell anything.
No, gosh, no. I just said, come to my website, find out who has the lowest car insurance rates. I found out some of the companies that had the lowest car insurance rates, and I said, go to this broker because he can write up your business. Now, he didn't write up 100%, but he wrote up enough to be able to pay $5 per lead. And it was really interesting because it started off slowly, and he paid $5, then $10, then $20. It just adds up.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I had ended up billing him 1 month $54,000 that I thought maybe I should get a second insurance broker to send leads to.
Wow, $54,000. How many months was that?
That was in 1 month.
What? 54,000 in one. That's a good month. That's a very good month.
There too. So here's how it goes. There are promoters and there are doers.
Mm-hmm.
And when you combine the promoters with the doers, it's magic. So I'll give you an example. The insurance industry does stuff, or chiropractors do stuff, or nutritionists do stuff, and they're too busy to promote.
Mm-hmm.
And people like me that sort of like their industry or are interested in their industry can have a voice in saying, "Hey, you should, eat this way, eat healthy," and then maybe send leads to a nutritionist, and they'll pay you $5, $10, $20 if they're good. If you want to recommend them, and all you do is basically promote.
Hey, Lee,
yeah?
I told my uncle that I was going to get a website, and he said, "Well, what are you going to sell? What are you going to be selling?"
That's the whole magic. Like for you, and actually for everybody, they're their own Angie's List. Everybody has their own unique knowledge and experience, and you're making recommendations all the time. Anyway, you're recommending the best, lawyer to go to, or the best accountant to go to, or the best fitness or yoga instructor or spa. Like you're making these recommendations every day, but when you do it online, and you can make a lot of money from it. And that's what I found. And I didn't know that I was going to end up, making this kind of money by just my recommendations. But it just happened. And then the more you get your voice out, my voice was who had the lowest car insurance rates. I didn't write insurance, but because I was I became a consumer advocate for it, and I could get my voice out, larger and bigger. I ended up getting a TV show because of it. I ended up writing for newspapers because of it, and I never ever wrote an insurance policy.
Wow, that's awesome. So the first thing a person will say is, "Well, wow, I could put this on my social media page. I'm on Facebook, or I'm on one of these other social media sites." What do you say to that, Lee?
I say that it's a really interesting thing because the social media sites are doing exactly what I'm telling you to do right now. The social media sites, they don't make money by selling stuff to you. They actually make money by sending leads to companies that pay you. They end up sending pay-per-click leads to advertisers, and the little referral forms where you put your zip code in, that's a lead. They end up selling that to advertisers. So here's the difference. A lot of people just sell stuff online. They generate their own content, they make their own content, and they try to sell stuff. Big money companies do different things. They ask you to contribute your content, and they send leads to companies that pay. And what I'm saying is that you can act like a big money company. Like, for instance, Facebook doesn't do their own profiles. They ask you to give them your profiles, and then your visitors come and read your profile, and they send leads to companies that pay.
Wow.
YouTube doesn't create their own videos. They ask you to give videos, and then they send leads to companies that pay.
Wow.
I didn't do anything in car insurance. I just asked you to come to my website and to find out who has the lowest car insurance rates, and I sent the leads to insurance companies. I also asked people to give their stories, and by giving their stories, my website grew and grew and grew. Like, look at Pinterest. Those aren't Pinterest pictures. They ask people to give them their pictures, and then they send leads back to them, and that's how they make money. It's crazy, but it works. It works for the big money companies. It works for everybody. So, for instance, like for you, Rick, I did up your website called Rick's A-List because you're an A kind of guy.
All right.
You have a lot of people that we would die to go and listen to your recommendations or go to see who you recommend for what. Now you can. I can barely wait till you start setting up all the people that you recommend so that I can go to your website and, use your contacts. And your contacts, they should pay you like a referral fee of like $5 or $10. I mean, they're making a pile of money because of it. And you're recommending them. It's like gold. I do the same thing on my website. So what I did, I'll tell you this. After I sold my company, my company that recommended the lowest insurance rates, it was crazy. I got millions of dollars for a company that didn't sell anything, that just made recommendations. It was mind-boggling.
Oh, wow.
So then I thought, well, I'm going to now start a company sending leads to lawyers, because lawyers are paying between $40 and $400 per lead.
Wow.
Woo! So, and I didn't know anything about law, but I know that lawyers are doers, and I'm a promoter. And it's crazy because you always ask people, what's in their hand, and what's in my hand is just the desire to do it, to get into any industry and try it without being encumbered by their laws. So if I want to get in the travel business, I'll get in the travel business because I just decide to do it. So I decided to, send leads to lawyers. I don't know anything about law, but what I found out was that there was nothing in the marketplace that allowed me to send leads to lawyers. And I thought, this is insane. No wonder people aren't making millions of dollars online because they don't have the ability to send leads to companies. And because I had the money, the knowledge, and the experience, I thought, heck, I'm going to make it so that everybody can do it. I'm going to write a book telling people, get rich by telling people where to go, and I'm going to create a website platform where people can put their knowledge in and make recommendations to whoever they want. It'll track their lead and create the invoice. So now, if I wanted to, I could send leads to lawyers, I could send leads to spas, I could send leads to spas, lawyers, accountants, and marketing people, whoever I wanted. It's crazy easy. It's way better than trying to find a product and sell it. It's 1% of your visitor traffic may buy, so why not tell the other 99% where to go in a nice way?
Now, you have a formula here. You say if you want to make $120,000 a year and you try to sell something, say you're selling a $20 product, you have a formula here. You might get 1% to buy, and that's a 50% profit. So you're saying that you would need 3,300 visitors a day to your website, and you would have to make 33 sales. Is that 33 sales in one day?
That's right.
And that's every day.
Every day.
Every day.
So when you go to the sales courses, to figure out how to sell online, they don't tell you that it's based on visitor traffic, that you need to make $120,000 a year selling a $20 product, 3,300 people a day to your website. That's crazy mad.
Now, the other side is if you want to make $120,000 doing leads, so you get $20 for a referral. That's a 40%. 40% will follow your advice. That's 100% profit. Can you break that down? And you would only need 40 visitors a day to your website, making 17 referrals. Can you break that down?
Yeah, it's ridiculously easy. Okay, so let's say you want to send leads to dog trainers. Okay, so you set up a website saying there's a really cool way of training dogs, and you ask the dog trainer all the kinds of different ways you can train dogs. You get all his content on your website because you said to him, I'm going to send you leads for $20. So give me all the content you have, and I'm going to create pages and pages on my website of your content, and I'm going to send you leads for $20. And if I send you a lead, will you give my visitors a break, like maybe 20% savings? And the dog trainer will say, sure, no problem, I can do that. So now you've got a website with pages and pages of, dog training information that you've gotten from this guy. People are going to your website, reading about this, and you've got a referral form saying, if you complete this referral form, you're going to get 20% off your dog training session with this guy. Well, people that are going to your website looking for this information see a savings. There's no reason why they wouldn't complete the form to find out more. So you can convert about 40% of your website traffic into leads. If you charge that dog trainer $20, you could do easily $40 or 40 leads a day. Because the more pages you have on your website, the more traffic you get, the more money you make. If you go to YouTube, you can grab a YouTube video, copy it on your website. It's easy and it's free to do. And you can write a little bit of content. You do that every day, you've got a website of 300 and, over 300 pages. 365 pages in a year. That's a huge, huge website. You're going to get a ton of traffic. If that's your only job, grabbing interesting videos and sending leads to dog trainers.
How about that?
You got a huge business. You can do it on conspiracy theories. You can do it on golfing. You can do it on motorcycles. Pick a topic.
Now,
it is hugely easy, and now that people have the software to do it, the company that my company is called Income Activator. I thought it was going to take me, 4 months to create the software. It took me a few years, but it's good, and it allows everybody to do anything that they want. They can be their own Angie's List.
Mm. Now, Lee, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rick Young, and let me take a station ID, identify ourselves.
WHCR 90.3 FM, New York.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rick Young. This is another segment of What's in Your Hand. I'm talking to Lee Romanoff. And Lee, a lot of companies are nonprofit, and they struggle to make money. Theater companies, all different types of companies struggle. Can they use this system? Say, let's just take a theater company. How could a theater company use this system? Because I like theater.
Oh man, I love theater too. And this is really special because I also designed it in mind to help companies that are struggling. I designed it to help everybody that's struggling, whether it's students, the unemployed, people that are trying to get out of bad jobs. What they do, and let's take your example of a theater company. They contact the people that go to that theater company, and they say, "Look, guys, I know you love the theater company. We're going to have a directory on our website, and we're going to promote your businesses through our directory because I know you guys promote our theater, and our directory will allow you to promote your business. You give us the content." Like what you guys do, a little statement of what you do, your pictures, any videos you have, and we're going to put a referral form on your page that's promoting your business, and we're going to send you leads to anybody that wants to work with you because we support our guys that support our business. So would you pay us $10 per lead, and we'll use that $10 to promote our theater business? Every business in the world would say yes, because think of it, Rick. If you're trying to promote your business and you buy an ad for $1,000, you're guaranteed nobody to call. But if you say to a business that's sending you leads for $10, that's 100 leads. That's 100 people that read your stuff, then completed a form to get in touch with you. If you can't sell based on that, that's not my problem.
Lee, I want to play something. I can't play the whole song. I was going to play a little piece. I just want to let you know how I feel right now. And like I said, I can't play the whole song, just a little bit. So listen to this, Lee.
Look. I feel blessed. Way up, I feel blessed. Way up, I feel blessed. Straight up. Look, I live the life I deserve. Blessed. Fuck a vac.
Well, that's that. But I feel blessed. So you know how I feel.
That is so cool. So, Rick, it even gets better. It even gets better. Because everybody that has these website platforms that they can express their knowledge and experience. For instance, my brother, it was really cool. He figured out how to get rid of any kind of rash, and so he just put that on his website, and then he sent leads to dermatologists. But he had some good information that worked for him and his kids. And, he gave that information out to the world for free. But then in the back end, he was able to do that because dermatologists paid him for his leads. See, this is the power. You can get out all your knowledge and experience and share it with the world, and at the other side, recommend, companies to go to further, what you're looking for.
Hey, Lee, here's the topic that I'm interested in. Sure. Senior citizens. because we're getting older, and I have a mom that's a senior, and for some reason the seniors are like the forgotten people. So is there places that we could recommend that really takes care of seniors and give them leads that really take care of seniors?
Yeah, well, again, it's really cool with seniors because they can actually just do the exact same thing, because seniors have really special knowledge, and they have a whole bunch of people that they recommend. Like, for instance, seniors, let's say someone's having a problem walking, okay?
Okay.
And they know of, they're actually using somebody like a nursing assistant or a therapist that is really making a difference in their life.
Okay.
They just get this website platform because it's just easy to type in. It's like typing in an email, and they just start writing about all the great things that this therapist is doing for them.
Mm-hmm.
They're just sharing their one experience. And then they get this little referral form that sends leads to their therapist. The therapist agrees to pay them $10 for a lead, and all of a sudden the therapist is getting lots and lots of business, and he's growing.
Right. And the therapist is happy.
Yeah. These seniors, I don't want their knowledge to go with them. They should start understanding that they can put this knowledge online. And, and there's a lot of people that will pair up with a senior. A lot of students will pair up with a senior to help them, get their own website platform and show them how it works. I mean, this is a great pairing up thing. I mean, if people go to your website and say, hey, I want to pair up with a senior, you and I can make that happen.
Right. So, Lee, instead of saying go to my social media page, Facebook, or go to my Twitter page, or I say go to my website.
Yeah, you see, here's the deal. If you put your content on your social media sites like Facebook makes money from you. But if you put your stuff on your own website, you make money. People have been sort of convinced to put more and more stuff on social media sites because the social media sites say to, because they're making a ton of money from your content. If I put my stuff on my website, I have over 150 search engines that will index my content and send it out to all their visitor traffic, and I get traffic. It is huge. If I put my stuff on my Facebook friends see it. If I put it on my website, the world sees it. And again, the more pages I have, the more visitors I get, the more money I make by sending leads to companies that pay me. And it's just invisible. People come to my website, they read my stuff, they watch my videos. They watch the videos I find on YouTube that I think are cool, and I put them on my site. It's crazy, Rick. I got to tell you this story. I was dating this one guy. Every day he kept on sending me something that was hilarious, a really good, video or inspirational quote or something like this. And I said, "Hey, Mike, you should put this stuff on your website, and you could make money from it by just sending leads to companies like pay-per-click leads or anything." And he said, "I don't want to make money." And then I said, "Well, I don't want to go out with you anymore then. I don't want to eat at McDonald's all my life." And so, but you just put the stuff on your website. It's free for you to do, and send people to your website. I mean, you already send emails out to your friends, and you tell them to go to your Facebook page where your Facebook friends see it, and Facebook makes money. Put it on your website, and say, go to my website, check it out, and then send leads to companies. I mean, you can register for Google pay-per-click leads, ads for free, and Google pays you 68% of what the advertiser pays them. Put those ads on your website. It's just crazy. Every day you should throw up a really cool video. If it's really cool, send an email out to all your friends saying, check out this video. They'll click on your ads, and you make money. Then if the video refers to, let's say, a chiropractor, something about that, contact a chiropractor and say, hey, can I send you leads? They will die for that. They think that's great.
Right. So is that called pay-per-click? Pay-per-click.
The Google ads are pay-per-click. That's a pretty easy way of doing it. That's what I call kindergarten. But that's just to prove that, yes, companies will, are happy to be on your site, and, yes, they'll pay for leads. But the real money is in these referral forms where you've got your own advertisers and you're sending your own leads to your advertisers. And the platform, Rick, is really easy. It tracks your leads, and it creates the invoice. And you can send out the invoice, biweekly or monthly. It's a business in the box. It's basically taking your knowledge and experience and making recommendations that you're already doing every day anyway, but online you can get paid for it.
Lee, let me take a station ID. Let me identify ourselves.
WHCR 90.3 FM, New York.
My name is Rick Young. This is another segment of What's in Your Hand, and my guest today is Lee Romanoff. She's the author of Get Rich by Telling People Where to Go. You give advice to people every day. When you do it online, you can get paid for it. Wow. This is the book. And Lee, this is amazing. This is just truly amazing. You're like a true blessing. That's why I played a little bit of that song. You are a blessing. You're gonna help so many people. So many people are clueless about this. This is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And here's what I'll do, Rick, for sure. Okay, so if anybody goes to, let's say, ricksalist.com.
That's my website.
I'm sorry?
That's my website, ricsalist.com.
Yeah. ricsalist.com or incomeactivator.com. Go to the Contact Us page, and I will guarantee I'll send a book, the Get Rich by Telling People Where to Go book out to anyone for free.
The ebook.
And and here's the real beauty about this, Rick. You are a powerful guy. You are an influential guy. On your website, anybody can go on your website and tell their story, whatever their story is, whatever's in their hand, whatever they can share with the world, and they can promote themselves, and it's a beautiful thing. And I went on your website and I told my story about how there was a really cute little story. I'll just tell you for a second. I was really mad at the insurance companies for drivers, the young drivers. They were charging young drivers 4 times more in insurance rates, premiums, than 40-year-old drivers. And it was all based on age. It was and I thought that was insane. So I had this huge list of 100,000 drivers, and I compared their rates. I compared their driving records, and there was only a 2% difference between young drivers with accidents and older drivers with accidents. And I didn't justify 4 times higher premium. So what I did was I also compared their accidents to their astrological signs. And I found there was a 40% difference between astrological signs. And so I sent a press release out saying to to the world, insurance companies have it wrong. They should be basing their rates on the driver's astrological sign than their age. And it just exploded. And I ended up doing a book called Car Karma. And if you go to your website and you look under stories, you can read about it. It's hilarious. And so that was my story on exposing the lunacy of charging young drivers 4 times more for accidents they've never had.
Wow, that's interesting. I know those young people were very happy about that.
Yeah, so So any stories that people have, they're worth gold. I mean, everybody's got these, experiences. They just don't know that their knowledge, if they hook up their knowledge to companies they can recommend, they can make a really good living from it.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, people get a chance to live the life that they truly love. They get to live what's in their heart, and you're paving the way, Lee. That is so awesome, Lee Romanoff. Lee, this has been a joy having you on today. When you know what? Do you do speaking? Do you come to places and do workshops?
Absolutely.
Well, you let me know when you come to New York. We'll gather some people together and we'll do a workshop to share this information. I know people would love to learn from you.
I'm coming on the 5th, May 5th.
Wow, May 5th.
Let's get something together.
All right. Let's make it happen, because I'm sure people are very, very interested in this topic. We'll get some people to come out.
Okay, absolutely. And Rick, if it's okay, I'll do it for free for anybody you can get together.
Wow, that's awesome. That is so awesome. I got some work to do. May 5th. I got work to do.
Okay, no problem. Me too.
Right. So people can go to Rick's A-List to take a look at the website and tell your story on my website. And if you want to get promoted on my website, we could do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful website, and anybody the website they see, anybody that can have that kind of website, it's just beautiful. And stop giving your stuff. Get off your Facebook drama. Trade it for dollars.
Wow. I love that. Get off your Facebook drama, because Facebook is full. I mean, they got some good things. I must admit, there are some good things on there. But there's a lot of drama on there. People love the drama. They love it.
I know, but you know what? Use Facebook to link people back to your website.
Wow, check that out.
You can become your own brand. Think of it that way. You're your own brand. Nobody is nobody is you. Your own unique self. Nobody can be you. And if you get your voice out there in whatever area, no matter what your age is, and then just attach a couple companies that back you and will pay you for leads, you're huge. You can do what I did. You can get your own TV show and your own newspaper. I was a voice in the insurance industry. I never wrote one insurance policy.
Is it better to do Facebook drama, or is it better to make money with your knowledge? Which one is better?
I'm not sure.
Well, you know what? I think it's better to make money with your knowledge and what you know and what you love.
Yeah. I always tell people, well, how do I start? And I said, okay, you do it two ways. You listen to yourself. What do you do? What do you talk about all the time at parties? And what are the companies you always recommend? You put those two things together, you've got a huge business that will never go away. Because the more pages you put up, the more money you make, and these pages never go away online.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And let me have your website again, Lee.
Okay, my website is called incomeactivator.com. And then if they also go to your website, ricsalist.com, I will also send them out a book if they just complete your contact form.
Wow.
And they can see how the websites work. I mean, my website's based on the Income Activator platform. Your website's based on that. These are the kind of websites that they can have. And they don't need a webmaster to update it. It's just type and save, copy and paste.
Now,
created it. Yeah?
Let's just say, for example, we know Prince just made his transition. We're sorry to hear that he passed on. But what if someone is, say, love Prince, they're expert in Prince, they know all his songs? Is there any way that they could...
Oh, here's a perfect example.
Okay.
I would go to YouTube. I would find the best Prince YouTube. I would put it on my website and write some content about it.
Okay.
Then I would put up a referral form, sending a lead to maybe a company that can teach you how to sing, or a company that can play, they can teach you how to play an instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Because all those companies are looking for leads, and you can do it in your local area. When I was sending leads to insurance companies, I was doing it around the world, but 90% of my revenue came from my area of where I lived, because my voice was stronger there.
Wow.
So you add one video and you talk about how great Prince was, and you have a little referral form sending a lead to a company that has agreed to pay you a lead, a singing lead or playing guitar lead or something like that. And then the next day you get another Prince video, and you add that to your website, write a little bit of content to it, and again put another referral form on. The next day you do the same. It's rinse, wash, and repeat. And by the end of the year, you have this huge website focused on all the best Prince videos that you found online, and people will know you. And then, every day you can send out an email to the people that love Prince and say, hey, check out this Prince video, and they can get their Prince fix every day from you. They'll be expecting an email saying, hey, click on this link and here's your Prince video music for today.
Wow. Well, Lee, believe it or not, we're at the end, but this has been amazing. I got to have you come back on the show again, and we got to get you here in New York. We'll get some people together. So Lee, I wanna thank you, and I feel truly blessed, and I'm joyful that you shared this wonderful information with us today.
I'll help you guys whatever way I can. Okay?
You're awesome. I'm gonna go out with this song, this joy song, because I am truly joyful. Lee Romanoff, thank you so much. You want to see the website, go to Rick's A List, and you will see the website. Lee, thank you so much, okay?
Oh, thank you, Rick.
I'll talk to you soon. All right. Peace.
Okay, bye.
All right. This is Rick Young signing off. I'm very joyful. I'll see you next Friday with another powerful show.